Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Investing Channel. My name's Paul Wallace. I'm a trader and coach, and Investing Channel have asked me to come in and talk about one or two other sort of tools that I utilize in my own sort of trading and investing. So last time I spoke about the power of 200 period moving average. Today I'm going to talk about the power of the 20 period moving average, in particular how it helps me confirm a possible reversal. So if we look at my first chart here, you'll see that it's a chart actually of the Nasdaq on the 60-minute, the hourly chart. But realistically, okay, what I always sort of tend to sort of share is doesn't really matter about it being sort of time frame or instrument agnostic, okay? What I share works across all sort of instruments and all time frames. But what I'm looking for is to see a confirmation of a possible reversal. So here we have on the Nasdaq, what we saw yesterday was price had a false breakout, okay, above the sort of previous day's highs. Tried to get above it, couldn't hold above it, rolled across and fell away. But then what we saw towards the end of the session is price rallied back up into where you can see that pink box on the charts. And it's when it does that, that's when I start to get interested, okay? We've already had a reversal, okay, pattern, price has fallen away, and it tries to make its last rally up, okay? Once it's in that pink box, I look at how does price react to the 20 period moving average. And as it does in this case, if it provides me with a rejection candle, which in that particular case was a pin bar, what that does is that gives me confirmation that there's a possible reversal about to happen. It's also just formed a lower high. That gives me an opportunity to short that particular instrument. And as you can see there, price fell away there over the rest of the session and overnight. If we look at my next chart is Bitcoin weekly. As I said, it's all about being time frame and instrument agnostic. You can see there really from the start of 2019 on the weekly chart, Bitcoin had a great rally up there. Okay, lots of people were very happy. But invariably what we saw was, once again, we saw a reversal pattern there, and then price has sort of just drifted down. You can see that price actually had a real fell through the sort of 20 period moving average there about a couple of months back. But then a couple of weeks ago, what we saw was price rallied back up into where that pink box is, rallied back up into the weekly 20 period moving average. But if we notice, it couldn't close above it. Then what happens is the next week, okay, once again, it couldn't get above the 20 period moving average. And what we're seeing here is the 20 period moving average is now flipping, okay? It's flipped from being dynamic support to being dynamic resistance, and that's what I'm looking for. And as you can see there, couldn't get back up above that weekly 20 period moving average, and then what we've seen is a drift away, okay, over the last few weeks in Bitcoin. If we look at the next chart, which should be on gold on the weekly, what we saw is, towards the end of 2018, you can see their price had sort of, fallen away in gold till it placed in a double bottom. So I'm getting a reversal pattern there. That's my first indication to take a look. Price tried to get above the 20 period moving average. It then tried to get back beneath it, but it couldn't. The 20 period moving average had flipped. It flipped from being resistance, and now it was dynamic support. And we saw that actually gold rallied for pretty much, a year, almost a year from that particular point. But take note, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at price at the moment, price has just fallen beneath that 20 period moving average about 2-3 weeks ago. And now what we're seeing is prices rallying back up into that 20 period moving average. So it's something I'm going to be keeping an eye on over the next couple of weeks. If we want to have a look at my final chart, well, what we're looking at here is Palladium, okay, and this is on the daily time frame. And you can see yourselves there, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually been in a lovely trend, okay, a lovely uptrend there for, for pretty much the last 5-6 months. But what we can see is at the end of October, start of November, we placed in, a sort of a double top there, a reversal pattern, which also had an engulfing candle. Price fell beneath the 20 period moving average, but now we can see it's rallied back up into the 20 period moving average. This is what starts to get my interest. This is something I'll say, add to your watch list, keep an eye on, because actually what we're looking at is the opportunity to see, will price be rejected by that 20 period moving average, in which case a possible short play may come into our opportunity watch list. So I hope you found that useful, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you can utilize that in your own trading and investing. Thank you once again for joining us on Investing Channel, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Many thanks.